Look at this beautiful truck. Doesn't it look great? It's not a showpiece, but it looks good. And I want to tell you, it runs and drives great. We're going to go take it down the freeway here momentarily. I got to tell you, this is a 1953 Chevy pickup. It's a 3600, so it's a 3/4 ton. And look at it, it's beautiful. I mean, it's not a showpiece. I mean, it really looks good, but you know, it had turn signals up here on top of the fenders at one time or another. When they painted this, why they didn't fill those in and paint over them, I don't know. But that's a couple of things that take care of it. But look at the grill, it's beautiful on here. The hood opens up. And look underneath here. Look at all that nice looking engine there. This thing runs really well. It drives good. It's got mechanical brakes on it, and it's got drum brakes on here. Got power steering though, as you can see. We got the headers. Look at that big Edelbrock carburetor on there and everything. I mean, this thing's set up well to run and drive. So I look at this thing and it really looks good. I can't see them here, but I can feel them. There's a couple of little spots here in the paint and everything. So I don't want to tell you it's perfect. They could have done a little better job cleaning on it. Not cleaning, because it's clean and smooth and nice. It feels good. And the spotlight works. It's got the visor on it. I mean, it's a great truck. Interior, you can see there, all looks good. We had the front seat reupholstered in there, so you can see how that looks. The steering, it's got the column, it's got a tilt column in it and everything, the later gauges. Look at the headliner up there too. It's all looking good, everything. That's a VIN tag right there, and it's just where it's supposed to be, so that's all good too. And watch this. Closes good, both side doors. Of course, you got the spare tire on here, and it's solid. Got neat wheels on here, big cast wheels on there. The tires are a lot of rubber on them. They're not very much rubber off there. So it got this neat piece here. You could take it off if you didn't like it. And I can see, you know, right in here, there's a few spots. I can feel one right there. I can feel a couple maybe right there. So you can see it got chrome bumper on here. They got the twin exhaust coming out. This is interesting too. You see this clear plastic on here. Now if you're going to load stuff on it now, you're going to have to be careful with it. And you can see it's got a wood bed in here. It's old wood bed. It's been varnished and all that. That's not the cap for filling it. Andrew could tell you that personally. He found out the hard way. Anyway, you can see again this side here looks all good. Again, we got a lot of rubber. I like these wheels, but see this is because it's a 3/4 ton. It's got these big wheels on here, 8-lug wheels, and it's got a little more distance in here in the bed in this area. There's where you fill it right there. And again, this side, it's the same way. It all looks good. They got a couple of cracks in the windshield right there and the wind wing. Those are not a hard fix. And we had, again, I think I told you, we've already we redid these seats and had them repadded, so they're really good. So all that, you know, it all looks good. Everything. I mean, I think you'll enjoy this truck a lot. I'll show you a couple of operations here.
Got the heater fan motor right here.
There's the fan motor, and it's blowing warm air out, and so that's good. It's got a temperature control right there for the heat. The cigarette lighter, plug it, push it in, it works. And show them the so there you go. You can see the notches there. You can see them. It's got a gauge on. You can't hardly see. So So see that?
Oh, it's not glowing red, but it's warm.
It's warm, yeah. I know it was warm because I tried it. Turn it.
Turn it.
Turn it.
Oh, there it
There
goes.
you go. The radio works.
Electric wipers.
Are those?
They're electric.
They're electric. Okay.
And the spotlight works too.
And the spotlight works. So you can see all that. It's got a tilt wheel in here and everything else. And of course you can see it's got the updated gauges and everything there. So it's a pretty neat rig. And the horn works. Wow, we got everything working. And again, doors close good, just like they're supposed to. There's a strange spot right in here. Sometimes these guys just don't do as good a job as they should do on them. So it's not perfect, and I'm not asking $50,000 for it. So I got the spotlights on there, and again, it's a neat truck, and I think you'll enjoy it a lot. You'll like driving it. I'm going to show you another thing on here. He's going to turn the lights on right now. Notice that on the blinkers there. See the blinkers? Working there and there. So it goes all the way across. Brake lights. Yep, see the brake lights come on? And anyway, all it works good. You can hear it sound. Hit the throttle. That's not smoke, that's condensation you're seeing right there.
Let's walk underneath this 53 Chevy pickup, show you the underside of it. Got a nice cover on the rear differential there. Looks like a 10 bolt. Anyway, it's got big heavy brakes, big springs. Nice solid wood on the bed. All the metal's really good. Look at these fenders, they're in good shape. They're not wrinkly or look like they're full of mud or anything. How nice the frame is, it's all solid. It's got Flowmaster mufflers. Running boards are nice and solid. Try to show you everything the best I can. This passenger side running board in good shape too. Get up to the cab corners. This side looks better than the driver's side. You can tell it's had a little bit of mud work around here, but otherwise they're solid. I mean, a lot of times they fill in these drain bends, so that's a nice sign that that's there. See how the back side looks on here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that real well with the shadow. But don't see any corrosion. All the metal in the cab is all in good shape. See, all that metal is solid. No. Well, thinking of these holes, but I don't think that's a hole. There might be a couple of little pinholes right there, but that's about the most I've seen. Maybe one little tiny one right there too. So not much of anything to show you here, but there's a little bit of issues and spots, but nothing major, nothing structural or anything. But you can see this corner has been reworked a little bit. There's more Bondo in it, and you can see the vents there, but they put a bunch of mud over it. It looks kind of bad, but that's about the worst part in the whole body. It's common for these trucks to have cab corners that rust like that. The other spot likes to rust is these battery trays, just from battery acid dripping on them over the years. So that one looks like it's in good shape. So when I did this underside video, I just assumed that this was a Turbo 350, and I'm not great at identifying these, but a square pan like that is a 700R4 automatic overdrive transmission. Turbo 350's square like that, but it's got one corner notched off and a small block 350 Chevy engine. Looks like it's got a little high torque starter. Front end's all nice up here too, nicely painted. steering, but it's drum brakes all the way around. Oh, no disc brakes on this thing, but it drives and stops very well. So we actually put this on our flatbed when we went and picked it up, but I would have driven it home just fine. I don't think we did much anything to it. We serviced and safety checked it, and anyway, got it run a little bit better than it was. It sat for a long time, and so it just needed a little tune-up. But otherwise, it's a nice truck. Got too much light coming through the back door, but I just want to show you another angle walking back overall. Good solid truck.
Speedometer is way off, but you can see there we're at, what are we, 50?
60.
We're at 60.
46.
And we're 46, 47 right now. You can just see the speedometer is off on it. But it all looks nice in here. It looks good. It's cold outside, but we're getting warm air in here. We don't have the fan on full or anything like that. I want you to see it. Sunset out there. Nice tonight. Fresh snow up on the hill over there. This is 70-mile-an-hour zone in here. Sometimes they're going faster than that. Look out there. 100 miles an hour on the speedo. We're at 73 or so. Anyway, it cruises down the freeway just fine. Doesn't have a problem that way. It's just a little out of whack speed-wise.
Got the over 700-hour transmission.
It's got a 700R Ford transmission. So it's set up very well the way it runs and drives. Page 72 right there. There's Gregor's right there. Anyway, this gives you an idea how it does down the freeway. And the woman I bought this from, she drove it over Eastern Washington, over the pass, more than once. She owned it for 14 years, so it was a long ownership with her. I don't know that she put a ton of miles on it or anything, because everything's really in decent shape on this truck. Oh, and another thing I want to tell you before I forget it, is the gas gauge doesn't work. Andrew found that out the hard way. Anyway, he drove it over Undercarriage partially back, and it was at a half tank on the gauge, so that's where it stopped. So anyway, he filled it up,
and it's showing full now. So
and it's showing full right now because they just filled it up, and so you know the gas gauge isn't perfect. So if it gets down to half tank, you want to put fuel in it. The other thing I can tell you about this truck, it doesn't rattle or anything like that. There's no rattles or anything in it. So it's good, solid. It You'll be happy with it. All the things work. Well, we're back to draggers. You enjoyed this short drive on this really neat little 53 Chevy pickup. Give us a call at 206-533-9600. We'd be more than happy to talk to you. We'd love to show you this vehicle. Give us a call.